Hey guys, FNAF King underscore 93 here. Today I'll be showing you how to defeat Night 8 on Five Nights at Freddy's 4, or can be also known as 420 mode. So let's get right into it. Now something worth mentioning is that in order to unlock Night 8, you must spam 20 about 4 times in a row in order to unlock it. This mode has a nightmare in it, but he's more aggressive. If spamming 20 doesn't work, it's either a glitch or you haven't defeated Night 7. If you haven't, go watch my Night 7 guide because you'll be using some of the same techniques here, but with some minor and big changes. Another thing worth mentioning is that you'll be taking some risks in this night in order to survive. It's very likely that you would die on this night several times, but don't worry. Once you know what to do, it's very simple and plain. Now, the first thing we must talk about is what changes in Night 8. First off, Night 8 has all animatronics at an AI level of 20, except for Nightmare Freddy, his AI level is about 6, 7. Sorry, the meme. But anyway, Night 8 is very similar to Night 7, but it's a more advanced and harder to survive since RNG has a higher chance of getting you this night. First thing is first, you must load everything up. If you pay attention closely, there is a delay if you run to a door and flash the bed. You want that delay gone because you want to be fast but not reckless at this night. After loading everything up, you have a choice to make. You can either follow Foxy's footsteps or you can take the risk and not follow them and follow a strict pattern of left door, right door, bed, and repeat. Let's talk about the first strategy, which is if you decide to follow Foxy's footsteps. You must follow them properly. If he runs left, you run left. If he runs right, you run right. So pretty much whenever he runs to a side, that's when you will move. Although if Foxy keeps running on the one side, it's best to check on the other side, even if there's a slight or high chance of him getting in. A 1 or 2 a.m. Foxy is very common for most players to experience. And if he does end up getting in, don't panic and deal with him efficiently. When dealing with Foxy, keep the closet door shut for about 7 to 8 seconds. After Foxy gets in, you'll be following a pattern of left door, right door, bed, closet, and repeat. Of course, if you would like, you can flash the bed after you deal with Foxy, but this does come with the risks since Bonnie or Chica have been at the door long enough to come inside and kill you. So I recommend to check one door first. Aside that your gut tells you that Bonnie or Chica is at the door, you should have enough time to ward off the Freddles unless Bonnie or Chica come back to the door, which does happen in Night 8. Other than that, you'll be fine. Now, there's not too much to talk about the 12 a.m. to 4 a.m. segment too much, so let's move on to Nightmare. So once the clock strikes 4 a.m., all the animatronics will deactivate and Nightmare will become active. So on Night 8, Nightmare is a complete pain in this mode, and many people just can't seem to comprehend why. There have been reports of people getting killed through doors for no absolute reason. But hate to break it up to you, there is a reason for this, and it's your fault because you're not fast enough. What do I mean by that? So you see, on Night 8, he is not merciful to you at all. I can guarantee you that. So to deal with him, the moment he stops at a door, you are not going to wait, but run to the door and keep your finger on the shift button as you're running to it to avoid a delay. Once he stops at a door, he can't run to the other side when you're running to it. Now, the problem with this is the laugh. So when Nightmare laughs, in my own experiences, he only gives you about 2 chances to find where he is. Sometimes you can get lucky and it gives you a third chance to find where he is, but other than that, it's mostly 2. In this run, he gave me a third chance, so yeah. When you run to the door, do not ever flash the light. Got that? Okay? Alright. Since this increases the chances of you dying, flashing the light wastes about a fraction of a second. And some cases that can spell DEATH, which is death. When Nightmare laughs, my advice is that you just go with your gut. I recommend checking the bed first since checking the bed is faster than checking the door or the closet. If he's on the bed, hold the light on him. If he's in the closet, shut the doors until you hear him running again. If he's at the door, shut it immediately. If you are fast enough, you should be able to clutch it just in time to ward him off. The only way you can know if it was a fake laugh is hearing footsteps after the laugh completely stops. Like what I said in the beginning, you will likely die many times until you get the hang of it. I remember the first time I attempted Night 8. I got it at first try at 5:50 a.m. 5:50 a.m. was the time I woke up. I because I had to study, but then I was kind of like, play some FNAF. But other than that, yeah, which is insane and funny. But hey, maybe you'll have the same thing as me, or maybe you'll need to practice more. Well, that's it for this guide. Follow everything, and I will see you in the next one.